Hi, KidzSpace. I want to give you guys a quick update on KidzSpace, and then I want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to do in July, okay? So just as a quick update for KidzSpace in general, and then some of you have asked about meeting again and what we're doing, and what I just want to share is just what Garfield has shared, is this is obviously an ongoing process where we're learning and figuring out steps each step of the way. Chip has mentioned that on Sunday, July 12th, we will have some people meeting in person. People have to pre-register for that, but starting July 12th, your family could pre-register to come to church at 10 o'clock a.m. To kind of just see how it goes. But of course, we're going to keep having the online services going. Just to mention, we will not have KidzSpace during that time. I think it's one of those things with KidzSpace. We're going to take things one step at a time, but probably we're going to pay attention to what the schools are doing. And so just so you know, official KidzSpace won't happen until later this summer on Sunday mornings at church. Again, this is an ongoing thing. We'll figure it out step by step, but just want to keep you guys in the loop. Now, as for July, I want to share with you guys July here. You can see my screen. And I want to talk about a little bit about what we're going to do for KidzSpace for the month of July. So the first thing is I want to introduce you guys to this website. It's studio252.tv. This is a part of our Orange curriculum. The one thing I really want to focus on is the whole idea of the Orange curriculum is you take what happens at church and at home and you blend it together, and that creates orange. If you have yellow and red and then when you blend it together, that creates orange. And that's kind of the whole point of the Orange curriculum. So this month in July, I really want to focus on supporting parents on what they are doing at home and kind of give you guys a fun challenge that the kids can earn a prize for, okay? So here is this website, studio252.tv, and I want to encourage families to go to this website, and on here you'll see there's this thing called Parents. If you click on Parents, I'll show you here. Click on Parents. We'll see, come on. There we go, Parents. And then we have this month's cues. And there is some really cool stuff here. Check this out, okay? There are some morning stuff. There is some drive time stuff, things to think about when you're driving. Mealtime discussions, hangout time, fun things to do, and bedtime for each week of the month. There is so much great parent family stuff that your families can do on this website. I do want to mention that this website, they're changing stuff all the time with Corona, also the Orange curriculum. So we'll have to just pay attention and see how this changes starting in July. But this is what I want to do is each week just kind of focus on one thing from the parent cue here to kind of focus on. So what I want to focus on for this week is mealtime. So I would challenge your family this week for a mealtime to encourage having a discussion. So you see here, here's a little faith challenge. This week, take on the challenge as a family. Find a way each day that God is at work. And then you guys share it during your mealtime. Today, I saw God, and talk about it. What is a way that you saw God that day while you're having your meal together? So that's kind of what I want to kind of focus on in the month of July. Is focus on this website, focus on supporting you parents and kind of giving you a pointer of something you can try out that week, okay? Now, I want to introduce for July a challenge for our kids so the kids can earn a prize. You know, in past years, we've done books of the Bible and Bible verses, and we can't really do attendance and that kind of stuff, but we can do this. I'm going to challenge our kids for the month of July to memorize a Bible verse. And if for every kid if your kid does this, then they can earn a prize, which I will send them in the mail. So this is the Bible verse. It's going to be Ephesians 2:8. And what I'm going to say is younger kids. So if your kid is in second grade or younger, you have to memorize this verse, Ephesians 2:8. This is your verse. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God. So this is the Bible verse for kids second grade and younger to memorize in the month of July. If you are older, if you are up to fifth grade, this is the Bible verse to memorize. It's just a little longer. Ephesians 2:8 through 10. It's just a little bit more of the verse. So Ephesians 2:8 through 10, for it is by grace you've been saved through faith, and this not from yourselves, it is a gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, or masterpiece, or workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared for us in advance to do. So if you are up through fifth grade, I want you to memorize Ephesians 2:8 through 10. So those are a few things for July. Is first off, seeing that as families, you can start coming to church to pre-register, which I think Chip's going to share some info about that pretty quickly here, starting July 14th or the second week of July, July 12th it is. Second, I'm going to give you guys kind of just focus on this studio252.tv, and I want to just focus on something you guys can try at home. I want to encourage you as parents to empower you. You are the disciplers of your children. And I want to focus on something that you guys can try at home for the week. And then the last thing is just the challenge for the month is to challenge your kids to memorize Ephesians 2:8. And all the kids, every single kid who memorizes this will get a prize. And at the end of the month, of everyone who has successfully memorized it, I'm going to pull a name or two out of a bowl, and those children will get extra prizes, special prizes. Okay? So that is what we have going on. Exciting stuff in July, and we'll keep moving along, keep figuring stuff out, and I will talk with you guys soon. All right. Have a good week, guys.